Hello everyone, hopefully I'm going to be able to talk this time. I just ate a bunch of ice, so my mouth is really numb. But today we're going to be commentating, reviewing, and talking about a video I made, 32 by 32 pixel art, on three fishes. Now this was me, I really wish I actually cut this out. It was just me looking up fish. I think you can see the red-bellied piranha, the cardanu, and the tambaqui. Um, Two of those are species of piranha, and the other one is a uh, parasitic fish. It's very small, and it goes up your coochie hole when you're peeing. So that's fun. And now I've never actually done a fish before, so it was really interesting to get the shading down. I'm really glad how it came out. Here was the. It's sort of like a red-bellied piranha, but just gray. I really know nothing about fish, so researching this and seeing what I wanted to fill my oceans with was very difficult. But I'm pretty glad with the ones I came up with here. I think these are going to be more rare uh, fish than the other ones, but I still have a ton to paint. Yeah, no, I'm just going with a deeper color. I found this one really interesting because it has two different tones. It's got like a slightly darker version on the bottom. That's not just shading. Um, and even with different colors of it, like there's a brown variant and a much more blue variant, they still had the same shading. I thought that was very interesting. Most of these were not very colorful. I'm sure I will have more colorful ones, but you know, yeah. So, fun fact: in one day, well, yeah, in one day I'm gonna be in Tampa, chilling with the homies, and it's gonna be very fun. I'm actually seeing my mom's side of the family for the first time. I'm cooking something for them. Then we're gonna go kayaking and go to a haunted house. It's gonna be a really fun time. And then after that, like 2 days after, my best friend is coming of I believe like 3 or 4 years now, and we're just gonna hang out. That's very swag as well, and she's going to make me into a goth gamer girl. It's very exciting. That's assuming that I'm not already a goth gamer girl. You'll know how it is. Anyway, I had a really difficult time with this one. I don't know if it looks good yet. I think it looks okay. I definitely went with all the shading. Kind of looks like a rocket launcher to me, but I'm not a really big fish guy. This one again had the dual shading. It was lighter on the bottom than it was on the top, which I thought was pretty interesting as well. I don't really know how I feel about the fins and ligaments coming out. Is it ligaments? I don't know. But I don't really know how to feel about it with a lot of these because, it's hard to get fine detail out with pixel art. But at the same time, I feel like I did a pretty decent job at the time, especially that first one. That first one is amazing. This one I'm definitely not the happiest with. I was working on it for a while. However, I do really enjoy the shading on this one. Yeah, so I'm now just kind of coloring it in just a little bit. Now we're going on to the final one. Um, I should really start a template for all these because each time I have to draw that pink border just to make sure that I'm not coloring out of the lines. Uh, you know, on this one, I wanted to add teeth, but I feel like it was too small for me to do it, so I just didn't end up doing it. And the fins were actually pretty hard as well to try and get a proper size down. It's almost reminds me of the anglerfish. I've never drawn an anglerfish, but I was going to sew an anglerfish that had a LED inside of the little thing that comes out. Thought that would be really cool. I think I was gonna give it to my girlfriend at the time, but never ended up making it. I really got out of sewing because I am really bad at finishing on off. Like my handiwork on the lines and everything is like perfect, but for some reason it's just so difficult for me to finish it off and not have it tear in like a day. So, I might go back to it. Yeah, yeah, you can see I'm adding a little fish tooth. Of course, I don't really know how often these piranha characters are going to be within the actual ocean. I need to research it more, but I think they came out very well, and I'm really glad with how they look. Now I'm just adding the last final bits of shading, and I believe it is time for me to say goodbye. Well, in 4 seconds.